YouTube, and welcome to my review of Far Cry 2. Describing Far Cry 2 would be pretty hard. I mean, it's sort of a mismatch of games. It's set in a African war-torn civil war country. It's an open world game, first person, driving, and your character's got malaria, so yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept, and I'd be happy to review it. Combat in this game is fairly solid, with quite a range of guns and explosives and fire creating weapons in the game, and the guns feel very responsive and realistic. One of the coolest features of this game is the thing they call a volumetric fire or something like that. Yeah, and it's like fire spreads and catches on trees and spreads on grass and stuff, so that's a really cool feature of it. Yeah. So the driving mechanics are quite poor for the first person type. It's not so much the driving that's bad, but they should have had a third person view on the camera while you're driving it, because it's really hard to drive the car while you're riding it. Yeah, it's good though, but the only problem, and another slight annoying thing for me, is there's not really much variety in enemies. They're all the same. Like, they just like guys in t-shirts or hoodies or beanies, like gangsters, walking around with rusty guns. And also when your guns can jam in this game, which can get really annoying, and all the guns that your enemies have are really rusty and crap and always stuff up. I'd say the game's main standing point are the fact that your character's got malaria. You've got to take malaria pills every so often and do missions to get more. But the game is really great in the area of weapons. I mean, they've got loads of them. Another great feature of the game is the environmental physics and how the game world looks. It looks really realistic, and it is obviously powered by a very powerful game engine. The sunsets and sunrises look like amazing for a video game. It's like hard to remember that it's actually just a game, because you can actually see the light beams going through the trees and casting shadows over your weapons and stuff, and there's sun glints and sun glare and lots of really good effects that I think you'll enjoy. The gun stores are very cool, because you can go to these stores and buy guns, and then there'll always be a warehouse next to the store. And if you go in the warehouse, if you buy a weapon, there'll be unlimited quantities of that weapon, like in the warehouse. It's really cool. So whenever your weapon gets rusty, which invariably will if you use it for a while, you can just go to them and they'll get you a new one. Now, this is where the main things sort of get bad. The storyline in this game is pretty crappy. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. It's a civil war in this country over some bogan diamonds that have got some funky amount of money on them right now in this country, and that's basically all it tells you. And there's two factions fighting over for control of the diamonds in the country, so the story's pretty bad. It's pretty crap. So yeah, that's where the game is really bad. But overall, I'd say I really recommend this game and say you pick it up. And in conclusion, this game's storyline is terrible. The gameplay is awesome. The gameplay is so fun. The open world is a bit too big. You can lose track. The missions are really good, really good. You'll enjoy them. So overall, I'm going to give it a 85% out of 100. Pretty good work. Thank you for watching my first review. Goodbye.